Hi there, it's Elaine here and welcome back to my channel, Chattylaine Creates. And yes, I've been a bit AWOL, haven't I? I think it's been about 4 weeks since I've last posted a video. Welcome to any of my new subscribers. Yes, I am going to still do a giveaway, but it's not quite ready yet. I've been doing other things. Sorry, I'm afraid the children are playing outside today because it is actually sunny at the moment. Hooray! It was raining earlier on today, so it does put me off coming up here. We've had quite a lot of rain, and I've also been doing a lot of things in here, which means my desk has been out of action, so I've not been able to record for that reason, because I'm trying to sell off my bead making stuff, and you know, I've got to photograph it and then I need to list it, and so yes, I've had to get it out and sort it out. So it has been a little bit of a trauma. It's also sad for me, but I'm sort of getting there. I have sold some bits and pieces anyway, and I've still got quite a lot to go. What else have I been doing? Well, I've also been trying to sort the house out as well as in here, because the whole place is a mess, and there's been things going on. My husband's not been too well and all sorts of stuff, so I'm here now. I don't know how long this video will be, hopefully not too long. I'm not going to do the giveaway today, partly because, as I said, it's not actually ready. I can give you a quick little look. Ooh, that's it, that's what we get in. So I'm basically going to make a glue book, not as big as this one, because this one's very large, as you can see. It's kind of A4 size. So as you can see, this was the one I made in my how to make a glue book from the brown packaging, the Amazon bag that I used. I put some of the goldy bumblebee paper on, and the honeycomby looking. I've added a bird and I've added a bee. So this is called my Birds and Bees journal, glue book. Well, whatever. It's like a journal, but it's in glue book form. I'm going to be gluing like a bit like glue booking in it. I might do collagey stuff too, but I'm going to do a mixture of magazine and old books and things like that. So there might be lots of kind of naturey, or I don't know really what I'm going to put in it. I think it might just be a bit of a mixture. I don't think I'm going to really theme it as such. I just thought, as I put the two bits of card on, and then I fancied a nice big bird. So I've been looking through my stash. I've been trying to sort out and reorganize how I'm storing, you know, my images and things like that, and really trying to make it easier for me to find what I want. Because at the moment I keep harvesting magazines, and then I put them down and I think, oh my god, where have I put that? It's in a big pile. And so yes, I'm slowly trying to reorganize it so it's a bit easier to find stuff. Right, so what I thought to do today, first of all, is, as you know, I've left a long dangle from sewing it together. So I thought we'd add some nice beadies to them. I'm not quite sure at the moment how long I want it to be, so I can put it up here out the way over the top, so they don't have to be massively long. but I left a lot on because I'm probably going to knot some of it on, so I don't know whether I'm actually going to see. I'll see if I can thread them on, some of the beads on. I've gone with a sort of slightly orangey feel to it. I thought they looked sort of quite nice to match the front a little bit. I thought I did have up here a box with some of my beads in them, but I can't find it in the house, so I thought it might be up here. I can't seem to see it, but I did sort a few out, so let's have a look. So I think I'm going to try and see, because when I make my own beads, these are some of my beads that I made, not all of them. This one is on a head pin, and I can thread beads onto it, and let's see what we have. I quite like this one. I'm hoping this isn't too pointy. It's quite big, that one. I don't know whether that's a bit too orange. Yeah, I think it is a bit. I don't know. Might be alright. This is a real littly diddly one. I was never very good at making small beads. I liked making big beads. I think I like that. What about this one? These are made by a specific black glass when mixed with this ivory colour. This is called dark ivory. It has special properties that actually make it kind of web. I don't know whether you can see it. If it will focus, you can see kind of like a little bit of webbing going on here. See how it's sort of little lines and that. We call that webbing. I mean, on a bigger bead, it is much more webbed, but on this little one, because I've just done a black stringer band around it. So that one's just an ordinary black stringer with, this is all called frit, which is tiny crushed up pieces of glass, and you kind of roll the bead into it. So the bead is this cream colour. I do like using ivory, I use it quite a lot. And you roll the frit, which is tiny pieces of glass. You roll it in it, and it makes this pretty pattern with the little bits of glass. They're a mixture, different mixtures. So, I don't know whether you can. So I thought I'd show you some of the little beads that I've made in the past. What I can't make anymore. I loved making spotty beads. This one is a blue and orange. This one's just orange. This one has got a stringer of black, I think, and then there's a stringer of orange over the top, which I've left all bobbly. So we might use some of these. This one's got, this is on a white base one, and it's got a blue band, and then I put orange either side, and then I run this black sort of thin stringer, it's called. It's a very thin piece of glass pulled out really finely, and then you wrap it round. So basically, I think I've put the, oh yeah, hang on a minute, I've got an old one here. So basically you have a steel mandrel, and you basically wind the glass around the mandrel. Well, you spin the mandrel, hold the glass still, it's like in rod form. think I showed you that in the last video. It's, I don't know whether you can see what I'm doing. Maybe it'd be better if I do that. You put like what they call a bead release on here. It's like a clay based coating so that the bead doesn't actually stick to the steel. And then you wind the glass on. So I've got a rod and I'm actually spinning, which is why I can't do it anymore, because I can't spin very well anymore because my hands won't cope with it. Not for any length of time anyway. And you just put the glass on and you attach it with various different stringers and things and make something like that. And dots, you make it still from stringers. Actually, this one, I don't know what's happened to it, but I can't get it off. So I think the bead release was a bit rubbish. So that is basically a bead on a mandrel, and the bead release is still inside because I can't get it off. So I just used to use it as a stirrer and things like that for the bead release, because it used to get all lumpy. But yeah, that's, so you start and you can work your way across with the glass. It's a bit of a terrible bead, this one, probably one of my earlier ones, or I just never bothered finishing it properly, I don't know. So yes, that's how it's done. Oh, sorry about the noise. Funny old tin. So I used to keep my mandrels in that tin. And then I've got some other, these are like Fimo type beads, polymer clay, that I bought from somebody. I didn't do polymer clay, but I thought they were quite nice. We might hang them off the end, but the rest I can kind of knot on. So I think what I'm going to do is see if I can thread some on. I quite like this one. Actually, if we make a knot about here somewhere, so that it doesn't go too far up. That'll do. Don't know whether that knot will be big enough. It might go over the knot, so I might have to put another one on. Yeah, straight over the top. So we'll add another one here and make it big enough so that the bead can't pass it. That might do it. Let's see. Here we go. And then what else should we put on? Maybe we could put a little one on first. I used to use 2.4mm mandrels, so they're quite big holes in them. Oh yes, we'll put that one there and knot it. This is the tricky bit, getting the knot to stay near the bead. Right, one of my little tricks is, here's my round nose pliers. I used to pull it down like that. There we go. Put another one in. We've got our first beads on. Here we go. So that one's cocooned in there like that. And then when I'm working on the book, they're just high enough so I can put them up the top like that. And then I think I'll have the feather on the end, so we might put another couple in here. Let's put another knot in a little bit further down. Doesn't really matter where. Oh, hang on. Lost it. It decided it wanted to go that way. Oh, I'm going to have to put another one in now rather than undo it. No, you're not playing ball now, are you, you naughty thing? See if we can get it in the middle so we can join them together. No, that's not worked, does it? That's just not worked. That one's a knot. I don't know. Quite like this one. Actually, maybe we'll put one of the spotty ones on. They are going over a little bit, so this is the only reason I don't really like doing this, because the knots are not always consistent. See how big that is now to stop it moving up and down. Those knots have come apart. Let's see if I can get another knot in there, because otherwise that's going to drop down. Oh, I think the children have gone in for the day. It's 7 o'clock at night, so getting near their bedtime, we suspect. So they're on half-term holiday this week, because we're on a bank holiday today. Today's Monday, and here in the UK we have a bank holiday. It's the last Monday of May. We also have one the first Monday of May, which is May Day bank holiday, closest to the 1st of May. This is not going well, is it? I do get frustrated with this. It has been known for me to give up and just chop the whole lot off, because it's a pain doing knots that won't go where you want them to. I thought that was going where I wanted it to, but it hasn't. It's just made another knot further down the line. Then it just gets ugly because there's just so many knots. Not sure if I've got it in the right place though. It's because the thread is unravelling as well. This is why I don't do jewellery anymore. It's just so fiddly and my fingers just aren't up to it. I might have done it now. I might have done it. It's a bit better than it was anyway. Right, that's that one. That's a bit of a trauma, wasn't it? Right, I think I need a drink now. All that concentrating. Falling off my chair. My chair gets so uncomfortable. What should we do now? Shall we do the other one? See, that one's going up there. Stop it. It can't fall off, that's the main thing. Right, now then. I kind of want to use this one and this one because they're both got blue on them. Just introduce a new colour. And I like the spotty ones, so I'm going to try and stagger them so that they don't end up in the same place. I think I'm going to have to put 3 knots in, I think, this time. Do it before I... Let's put another one in. It's quite thick thread, but it also still seems to let me bead through. Right, there we go. Right, which one shall we put on? Should we put this spray one on? And maybe this one. Put them together. Oh yes, they look quite nice, don't they? So they're a little bit lower than that one. Let's have a little play with this, see if we can get these in the right place. Doesn't matter if they move about a little bit, but you want to try and roughly keep them where they should go. So they've got a little bit of play in there. Quite a lot of my journals actually still need beads putting on them. I've left the strings long and hardly put anything on them, so I might have to I might do a bit more. I've got some components that I've already out of my wirework stuff that I might have already made up that I could just add to the books. That one's better, isn't it? That one should stay there now. So they're like that. And I think I'll do this one and then we'll put an end on. I haven't decided whether I'm using that or that or that for each end. So I need to make this with a loop on it, and then I just tie them on. And if you're worried about the knot sort of, because you've got to chop them down low, if you're worried about it, I just put a little dab of glue on them. Some people burn them, so say you sort of set light to it and then you put it out and it just stops it fraying and makes for a kind of a nice end, really, I suppose. Right, I think what I might do is I'm going to put this one on here on its own because it's quite large. And get it through here. See if me hole's big enough, me knot's big enough, which it is. So I'm going to see how my string is now shortening. The more knots you're putting in, it shortens it, and that's why you need a long thread to do it. Right, let's put another couple in. If you can get the knot to go the other side of the first knot, it's easier sort of lining it up, because they tend to knot down, if you see what I mean. So that's why I put the cord around the back end of the knot, is hopefully so you can slide it the other side. Well, that's what I usually try to plan to do, but it doesn't always work. So basically the knot now is the other side. Yeah, that one's worked. Look at that. There we are. Oops. So we've got a few on, and these ones are sitting in the middle of those ones. I think I'm going to, I don't know whether I really want that one on here. Right then, I am going to show you, hopefully, how to do I have got a video, and what I've done is I've shown you how to make dangles in that video, and there's I think there's 3 in the series. There's one on tools, there's one on making loops and things like that. I don't know if that's in the same one. And then the second, yeah, I think that was the first video, and then the second video is making fancier loops, like I'm going to show you now. I mean, this one is quite an advanced loop, so you know, if you just want to put a normal loop in, that's fine. So this particular glass bead has been made on this copper wire, and it's dark because it gets fired in the kiln to harden the glass. And so I'm going to show you how to make a loop. So we're gonna bring the bead round, the wire round, and then what we're going to do is we're going to twist into that. Oops, it does go a little bit off because I'm trying to do it round the bead at the bottom. So I've got quite a large loop on it, and so we've got that far at the moment. It is a bit bent at the moment. I'll straighten it up in a minute. You can do it with your hands because copper's quite soft. But, so basically that's crossing over now, and I'm going to straighten it out. So that's what it looks like. So you've got this straight bit here, which I am now going to wrap this around that straight bit, and I'm going to kind of do what I call a messy loop, and I'll hold it with these are called flat nose pliers. These ones have got points to them and round backs. They're called chain nose pliers. So if you wrapped a bit of wire around there, you could make a chain loop. So I'm going to start wrapping, and I'm going to go down quite quickly, and then I'm going to go. So I've locked that bead in now, it's not moving anymore. I'm going to go back up again now, and this is why I do this, and I'm going back down again. At some point we need to finish at the bottom because we need to tuck it in. So we just make a messy loop like that, and it doesn't really matter, but I need to tighten it down. And straighten it out. What I'm going to do is chop that little bit of end off, and basically I'm going to tuck it into that little hole there. So chop that bit off, and there's my chain nose. There's the end. In you go. Did you hear the little click? That's it, sort of going in a bit, or not going in actual fact. We left a bit too much on. I'm a bit rusty. Plus my hands don't work so well as they used to. Right, so we've now got a loop on there. No, I don't like that. It's not gone in where I want it to go. I'm going to push it down now. See if I can get it to go in there like that. That's better. So there's my messy loop. And then we can just add it to the bottom. And we can put it where we like. And we're just going to knot it on, really. It's not much you can, you know, go wrong there. Now you've got a loop. And the reason I've done this type of loop is it's not going to come off one with a join in, because there is no join here. Obviously the end is down here, so it shouldn't come off other than if the string breaks. That's the only reason it would come off. So that bit there, let's get me Tim Holtz scissors out. I tend to cut all sorts of stuff with this. Don't cut it really tight to the knot. Leave it a little tiny bit, and I'm rid of that. And then if you're unsure whether the knot, you can just put a bit of glue on it or something, and you can sort of stick it down so it doesn't stick out. So that's that one. So what shall we do about this end? That's got bamboo on it, and that's just a nice feathery. And I just thought they went with the colours on the book. Do we like that one? Or do we like that one? Just want to check the weight of it. On the book. They're not too bad. I'm sort of inclined to go with this one, really. Partly because it's lighter. Just gonna lick it. Excuse my licky. Goes through the whole bit. Oh dear. Should we go with that one? I kind of like it because it's feathers, and we've got birdies. I mean, the other thing you could do is maybe put a bit of wire and do it that way, but I find with this type of thing it's very difficult to get a jump ring through there, so I think really it might be better to just tie it on straight to the cord. Can I get another one in there, because I haven't got much cord left. I didn't leave myself enough. Yes, where are you? Here we are. And again, you can trim it off. You should do it at a bit of an angle. And there we are. They're quite nice, aren't they? But you don't really want too much heaviness to them, because otherwise they just crash about on the book. So I thought we'd have a little bit of a different video today. I fancied doing a little bit of, got my beads out, and I wanted to decorate it. What do you think? It's quite cool, isn't it? And then when you want to work in the book, you just put them up there, open your book, and they're out the way. Now then, what have we got that we can use to stick in the book? I did bring a tray up with me. That's my random. I've got some flowers and plants in this one. Let me just see. Sorry, I'm just putting it behind me. Don't have enough room on my desk to have it spread out. Like these big flowers. Oh, look at the tulips, they're nice. That's a whole page spread, that is. This is going to be difficult because I like that side and there's some nice roses on this side as well. So we won't use that one because I can't make decisions today. Feeling a bit tired, and because I've been doing lots of kind of rearranging and stuff. Oh, look at that tulip, isn't that gorgeous? My favourite tulips. And I've got some in this colour in my garden, but they're beginning to disappear. I don't have many, but I do have ones with the feathery ends. I think they call them parrot tulips because they've got like a feathery end to them. I love tulips. They come in such gorgeous colours, and we've got some pink ones there, white ones on that side, and I've got all sorts of colours on that side. Oh, look at that. Is that an anemone? Yeah, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I like that. There's a butterfly. They're quite small. I think they're all the... Oh, look at that. Lovely daffodil. There's just so much writing on there though. That's the only trouble with that one. I think these come out of a Gardener's World magazine. My friend gave me some. They're pretty, aren't they? Clematis or clematis, depends on how you say it. These are all wintry ones. There's a few. Oh, look, some pansies. They're nice. We've got on the back. Yeah. Ooh, they're pretty, aren't they? They'd be good in my purple page. I've been doing a little bit in my colour glue book. I felt like I needed to get some nice bright colours, and yeah, go from there. I don't know what I want to do, to be honest. I think actually I'm going to go through the tray. There's some all sorts in the bottom of the tray, and because I did the birds on the front, I'm not sure if I want to do them. Let's put them away. Let's put them away for now. I might come back to them, I don't know. I'm a bit indecisive today, I think. That's my problem. So I've got another folder in here that's got weird fashion in it. I kind of feel a bit weird today. I don't know whether I want to do that. Look at that one, that's wild, isn't it? Quite like stuff like that. Just fun, really. Colourful. I don't know whether I want to do something like this really, but I don't know what to put with it. That's the thing. Do I want to cut it out? Look at that one. That's pretty regal, isn't it? Look at that one there. It's on that page. Yeah, I love the weird stuff. I just think it's fun. Oh, obviously you don't wear it. Look at that one. That looks like a wedding-y type of affair. Ooh, don't like that. It's got a snake wrapped around her legs. This one's really funky shoes. They're just fun, aren't they? Should we stick some of them in? I think I might. I like that one. I don't like that side. I didn't bring my trimmer up with me though. That's the only trouble. Bottega Veneta. Wow. And they're not, I haven't got the edges finished. That's interesting. World of Interiors book. Yeah. It's obviously a wedding dress. Some of these are a bit risque. Oh. Some of them have got things on both sides, haven't they? I don't know what I'm doing. Go for it. I'm getting everything out, aren't I? I might recognise some of these from my harvest a little while ago. That's those. Put them in there. So some of these have come out of, it's called Total Film, and it's basically a cinema book. And the very lovely Patrick Swayze, now long gone, I'm afraid, died of pancreatic cancer. They've made a new Roadhouse film with Jake Gyllenhaal, however you say it, and they did a write-up about, I mean, there's a whole article about the actual new film, which I'm don't know whether I'll like it or not, because it was my favourite film of Patrick Swayze's, Roadhouse, and it's where he plays a bouncer. And that is a typical stance from that film, and so I pulled that page out purely because it's got Patrick on it, because I love him so much. So we've got a mixture of stuff. There's Kirk Douglas. There's a bit of a mixture in here. Of various different. I kind of pulled these out specifically because I liked them for whatever reason. See, he's quite nice. That's quite an interesting picture. I didn't think much to the other side. It got a woman on it anyway, but I just thought that looked quite nice. But it is rather kind of speckledy, blurry. That is a picture that is on my High Life, which is where I got the name from. And I don't know if you remember, but my High Life is a big A3 glue book in an old A3 sketchbook. So it's got ring bound, and this was how I named that book, built for the High Life. It's advertising obviously the kitchens, but I just thought it was interesting because it's got a plane in a kitchen, not something you see every day. So yeah, these are just some of the backgroundy type pages I pulled out, and I don't know what one to do. Oh dear. And I haven't got my cutter up here. Right, these are fun. Make loaf not war. Release the peace. These are all loaf adverts. They always have all sorts of things going on in them. I love the loaf ones. Very expensive, but there we are. See, that's quite nice. There's some more pictures of flowers in here. I don't know what side that was for. This is nice. That's nice. I think that one I was going to cut out the bee house thing, where they overwinter. They're mainly for solitary bees, not the ones that are in hives. There's a bit of all sorts in here. Bathroom. Is it the other side? No. It's the bathroom. It's quite a nice, simple background. That's quite a nice... These are all kind of backdrop pages, really. I'll have to go and get me trimmer. Put them in. I quite like that one. So these come out of the Living Etc. magazine that I made into a glue book by folding them in half. So you might sort of recognise some of the pages a little bit from that book, because I had 2 of them. So I made one into a glue book and I'd already harvested the other one. Right, well, I kind of had a little look through and I quite like this one. Then she's got like a purpley jacket on with red skirt, whatever. So I think what I might do is put her on that page. I got him out, I fancied using him. He's got red background, so that kind of links them together. This has got purple and red, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. So we're going to put that up there, out the way for now. And we're going to stick these 2 on because they can go on the edge. Excuse me. I'll put them on the edge of the paper. I'll be able to trim off from the edge of the paper, so I won't use my trimmer. So we'll stick that on and we'll stick him down, which I thought was fun. I loved him. He came out of, I don't know, I think he did come out of the film book magazine, Total Film, March 2024. So I'll stick him there. I know these pages don't line up, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to see any of that page really. I don't know whether to put it on a more kind of neutral. Trouble is, there's other smaller pages in between. I wonder if it's better on that one, but I mean, I'm going to cover the whole page anyway, so it doesn't really matter which way round it goes, to be fair. I might even leave a bit of a border. We could do that, couldn't we? We could do that. Where's my ruler? I want a fairly neat. Neatish edge. We don't need a trimmer at all, do we? We just need a ruler. I'm going to put a board around it, like so. Sort straight. Let's do that. A nice rough edge that didn't tear properly there, but I don't mind at all. I don't mind that at all. That may be useful, so I'm not going to get rid of that. It might go on my purple pages, just never know. You never know. Right, so we're going to take the bottom off him down to his bottom of his feet there, somewhere there anyway. Actually, I'll do it this way around. I can't see myself. Glare of me light. I don't want to chop his feet off. Oh, Lost it a bit there. There we go. Take that. We don't want that one. I think what we'll do is if I take the whole of that red bit off there, and we'll see what we got left. We'll see what we have left. Right. I don't know if I really want to see the colour underneath. That's the only trouble with this side. Because it doesn't go, does it? Oh, drat. Maybe I should have left that one on. Oh well, not a lot I can do about it now. It's just I don't really want to see that colour. I like seeing the purple because the page is going to be purple. You are daft, Elaine. You are daft. Dafty daft. Oh dear. What colour is on this side? That's a green one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We'll put it down here and we'll figure out the rest. I might even chop the page down and get rid of it. Make it smaller. There's nothing on the other side yet. I think I might do that. Yes, right. We'll glue that down. Where is my glue? Right. Just in case. Yes, well, we have had some very unusual weather going on at the moment. 1 minute it's raining, the next minute the sun's out. I think actually I need to just drop it down a little bit. It's a little bit crooked, but it doesn't matter. It's purple, so it doesn't matter, does it? Right. I always prefer to, especially whole sheets, I prefer to glue the paper you stick it to. Because I mean the amount of time that I've had to take it off, put it back down, take it off, put it back down. This way, it's already there. You know it's in the right spot. And it's easier to do this and smooth it out. And then just kind of make sure the corners are down and things like that. That looks pretty good. See whether we got all of it down. I think we have, really. That corner might need doing. That's okay. That one's alright. Here we are. That's that one. So I'm going to glue this one at the bottom. So I just need this to be at the bottom, really, because it doesn't touch anywhere else. Like so. So, yeah. So we'll go down from this spot here. Along the bottom. And just stick it down. So we want him down the bottom here. go. Okay. Not sure if I've quite got that far enough, but never mind. Never mind, I'm not very precious about it. Partly because it's my book and I kind of like it a bit rough. My door's open, that's why you can hear outside a bit. I think I need to go and shut my door. It's getting a bit chilly this time of night. It's about almost 8 o'clock. I better go and think about doing dinner, I suppose. Yes, hubby's not been too well, really. He has taken a little bit of a deterioration. Really, he's not getting about too well. He's freezing up quite a lot, which Parkinson patients do. I'm going to try and lift this all the way up so I can get some glue under there. Put it down. There we are. That's better. That's better. Yes. They freeze. Especially when they get to a threshold, and anything where the surface changes really seems to they just freeze up, and his body wants to go but his legs won't move. And oh, excuse me, he does get very frustrated. All right, that's a bit better. I'll shut the door so you might have seen the difference in the light just change there for a minute. He does get very frustrated not being able to move. Okay, I'm gonna cut it without any edge to it at all. So I'm just gonna quickly trim her out while I chat. And we don't go and see his nurse until July. It's a nice bit of background colour. Oh, it's blue on that side. Oh yeah, she's blue. Just chopped her leg off that side. He's not getting around so well, obviously, and he does get really tired very quickly now. He went for his afternoon nap, so he came back down again actually just as I came out here, but I won't be out here too long, so I can sort some dinner out. Right, let's see how she fits on here. Oh yeah, that's fun, isn't it? I don't know, I might drop her down a little bit to see a bit more of the I don't know whether to make her go over the middle a little bit, over that side. That might be nice, mightn't it? How about that? We'll put her in there. I like that. So I'm going to leave her there, and I'm going to stick her on the page as is. So what I tend to do is I put the main body down, so she doesn't move, and then I'll go back in and just glue bits of her down as I go. The bits that have, you know, come up and or I've not done yet, which I haven't done anything down here. I kind of prefer this way, this method, partly because you've got it where you want it, and by the time you've taken it off, glued the back, and then stuck it down again, you think, oh my god, where was she? Where was I going to put that? And this way you can just lift up the bit that you want to glue, and just put her down the best as possible. Tuck her into the crease, and she should fold over the page quite nicely. There we go. I didn't get any on that bit there. And I mean, I personally am not very precious about every last little bit sticking down. She says, trying to put every last little bit sticking down. But I'm quite happy with that. I mean, there's not really much sticking up, and I like putting things underneath. I might find something that might go behind her. But that's quite good fun, isn't it? I think this flower is going to be a bit too big, even though it's the exact colours of, you know, the colours we're going on here. And I think really I'm just going to leave that as it is. I don't always finish a page. I embellish as I go along, and I'm quite happy with that. These bits I can put in my colour stash. I can either use this colour or I can use the blue on the back. A good bit of fillers in. I've now got a blue glue book, which I might do in the next video, where it's just everything in the glue book is going to be blue. It's got a blue cover. I think I showed you it in one of my videos. I don't know, I can't remember now. The problem is, you see, my videos, I ramble on, or they get really long, then I chop stuff out. I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't, because I can't remember what I've chopped out. I know I've said it in a video, but I don't always remember what I've chopped out. So I'm going to leave the video here, and I'll be back with another glue book, and hopefully I'll have sorted out my giveaway. I've got to sort the pages out. That's the cover. The paper I've got as the cover page is from a calendar, and I just chopped it down and stuck it on the front. So that's going to be a glue book that I'm going to be giving away, and there might be a couple other bits and pieces, I don't know yet. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I didn't tuck that bit in there very well, and it's got a little bit of a lift up. Let me just turn the page and fold it from this side, and that's okay. So I've already done a couple of bits. I put the rock, his name, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name. I think they were in Jumanji and that kind of together, but I don't know what this one's from. And I think I put something, yeah, I put that one on the other day. I need to cover up the words though because it's talking about the magazine. But I like the image. Take a moment to have a lovely summer drink by the look of it. Nice strawberries. I just bought some strawberries. The British ones are ready. Oh, I love British strawberries. Right, so that's about all I've got in this book so far. Haven't got a lot, so we need to start filling it up, don't we? And actually, now that I've got that one in, oh no, I'll put it in the back, didn't I? The purple page on the back. Is this it? Here it is. I think that was pretty good actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chop that edge off all the way down. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that right now because I don't like that yellowy green colour with all the rest. And I don't know about the top. I might put just a bit of washi on there or something. I don't know. We'll see. Got to find something. My washi is a bit stacked up over there at the moment. See if I can find something purple and red. But there we go. First page done. Well, done as it's going to be for now. I still might be able to find some different things to go in various places and make it a bit more fun. But that's my first page. That's my front cover. There are my beads. Dangles on the front. I hope you enjoyed the video. And please don't forget, subscribe if you want to see what else is coming, and my giveaway will be coming up very shortly, and we'll do another glue book session next time, hopefully. I just thought we'd have something different, and thank you for watching, and keep well, stay safe, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. That would be wonderful to have you on my subscription team. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.